Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome to Stable Orbit, a game I saw at EGX this year, and just had to have a little look at it, because it just looks like my cup of tea. And as you probably may have guessed from seeing the little intro screen there, yes indeed, we're building a space station, effectively the new International Space Station, a little kind of simulatory sort of thing set in the very, very near future, and as it says up in the top right, early access, all the usual disclaimers apply, it's not feature complete, stuff will be added, stuff might be taken away, it's a game in a very early form, but I wanted to have a little look-see at it anyway. So let's launch the International John Station and see where this ends up. And apparently it ends up just straight away. It was already in space or something, we just had to push the go button, and now we just basically get to watch it. Oh yes. Oh, this is just the sort of thing, yes. I don't even need to do anything to this thing at this point. I can just watch it spin around the world and watch the Earth go by underneath it. That's all I flipping need to be happy. Ooh, this needs to be in VR. I really hope they make this in VR at some point. It'd be probably terrifying, but also amazing. Oop, and there's the sun, and then the sun's gonna... Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, and then we're coming up on night, and all the lights are going to be on the planet underneath, and then the sun's going to go away, and... Oh my goodness, yes. This is all I ever want. There's probably a game here as well. I don't really care. I'm just really enjoying having a satellite that's doing loops around the Earth. I'd be the worst satellite engineer. Oh, there's the sun over there, it came back. So let's just pause here for a second. What has my satellite actually got on it? I'm guessing that's the amount of money I've got. Is that $7,500 million? Have I got 7.5 billion? Actually, I'm not sure how much an International Space Station costs. Maybe it does cost 7.5 billion. Actually, that doesn't even seem that much to have an International Space Station. Yeah, that's probably reasonable. So right now it's got no people on it. That's presumably an amount of power it's like generating, I guess, so running at 0 kilowatts, oxygen levels, water levels, food levels, and amount of science we're doing. Something to do with rocket ships. Oh dear, not available. Well, that's worrying, because it's right flipping there. I really hope it's available, and that's the time. Okay, it's 20:34. It's 2 in the morning. Wait, hang on. When you're in space, how do you know what time it is? Do spaceships all just, like, localize their time to, like, where they came from? It's like, it doesn't matter where in the world, like, a NASA ship is. They just kind of assume they're on NASA time. Wait, where's NASA? Is NASA in Florida? Or is that just where they launched NASA? I don't know where NASA itself is. I assume they just stay on... Ooh, interesting question. I suppose they have to, like, regulate things. But then, I guess you kind of have a day-night cycle in space. Because, like, it's always night, apart from when the sun's there. And it's always day. But if you're going as fast as flipping this, then your days only last, like, 2 minutes or whatever. So, probably... Ooh, I don't know. Space is confusing. Ooh, that'll be the Arctic or possibly the Antarctic. I don't... Wait. There were lights on the Antarctic. We should investigate that. Alright, let's actually have a look at our little space station. Now we're in an area I quite like. It's like light and stuff. It's fine. It's space day. There's the sun, see? So it's space day right now. Okay, so right now I've literally only got a core module. Okay, so a core module provides communication services, limited power, cooling, and basic life support to your station. It is designed to house 1 crew member and is capable of storing food, oxygen, and water. Oh dear. I think we left someone back at NASA. Alright, let's build ourselves a bit of a better spaceship. Like, as pleased as I am that we've just got a spaceship at all, let's actually add something onto it. So, just kind of click on the bit... Ooh, I like the shininess. Let's just click on a bit of it and see what we got. So we can have quarters, fine, or a lab. So presumably for a bit more of that, like science or research or whatever. Or a structure, a truss, if you like, which costs $100 million for 1 truss. Which seems like a bit of a bad deal until you realise that a small quarters is $1.5 billion. I thought London property prices were bad. Ah, wait, I've realised the problem here. We probably need a shuttle dock first, don't we? Hang on, no, put a shuttle dock, like down here, put a shuttle dock. That strikes me as sensible. Make sure it's pointing towards the Earth, because then like no one will have to do any awkward parking. That way, we can actually get a person up here, yes. So double-click that, and that's now under construction. So wait, maybe there's one person... No, wait, there's not already one person already here. Okay, if there's no one on the ship yet, who's building the shuttle bay? And just speed up time while that pops in. Lovely. So now we've got ourselves a shuttle bay, and it's taking damage from overheating. Is it? Why is that then? Oh, probably because we need some form of, like, heating thing or something. Right, I'll put one of them on the back. How's the heating thing going? A radiator. That strikes me as making things even hotter, but it's all I've flipping got. And on the front, we'll have that quarters. So at some point, we can actually have, people showing up. So we're going to have, quarters on the front, a nice radiator on the back. So that's kind of like the exhaust pipe of the spaceship. And then, this thing's a little bit damaged, unfortunately, I think, from the overheating. But that's fine. It probably won't explode before we get the radiator done, which will hopefully also make things cool rather than just hot. Okay, that's a radiator on the back of the ship. Is this thing still taking damage? Yeah, let's do some repairs on that. Start repairs, lovely. Also, I've spent like half of NASA's budget, and to date, we haven't actually done any science whatsoever. So what we should probably do is have a lab. Yeah, let's get a lab going on over there. Perfect. And, ooh, you know what this thing needs? Ooh, is that a radiator? Is that what a radiator looks like? I don't know. That might be what a radiator looks like. Brilliant. This thing, because it's flying, needs wings. So let's just truss it up either side. They don't cost that much, so it's fine for there to be wings. And then very soon, we'll have a shuttle bay, we'll have living quarters, we'll have a lab. Someone could actually come and live on this thing. It'd be great. Ah, so that's what a truss is for. A truss. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's gorgeous, mind. Oh, that's lovely. Then, ooh, wait, my thing. My radiator extended. What did it do that for? That's doing that by itself. Is that how space works? I don't know if that's how space works. I don't know if, it has to, unfold when it needs to be cool and then curl up when it needs to be hot. I've no bloody clue. Okay, so trusses basically just give you extra bobbles you can build on. Lovely. I tell you what, we should probably have some form of, power or something, because the power's currently green, but I don't know how long that's going to last, because now I've got stuff that presumably eats power, but no actual, power. So I should probably have some power or something. Let's build some solar things here. Solar array, small or medium? Well, I'd say obviously medium, yes. How much those? I don't even see what those cost. Let's just see if my money goes down. And yes, it went down quite a bit. Oh, I should have built them at the side. Then we'd have had massive wings. Now it's... Oh, hello! Hello! A shuttle one delivered new resources. Oxygen, food, 2 people! Nice. Oh, you're sharing your quarters. Blimey, intimate, lads. And down the spaceship goes into... Did you just... Oh, wait, where's it going to land? Oh, it's going to land in the Atlantic Ocean. That was Britain Island. We just went over Britain Island. Oh, it's actually accurate. And there's Iceland over there. And there's Greenland, which has got very little lights on it because Greenland doesn't have much going on. Oh, wait, no, Canada. This will be northern Canada, which is why there's not many lights, because, there's not many lights other than the southern bits of Canada. Oh, that's lovely. And now we've got a lab. Nice. And soon we shall have power. Where did we get money from, by the way? Because I feel like, ooh, the radiator's extended. Why? I don't know why it does that. It just does. So they just live in there together, because that's up to 2 crew members. So if I want more people to arrive, then I'm going to need more quarters. Fine. So one person may perform science tasks in the small laboratory. Currently, each active laboratory will earn you money directly. Ah, so we have to earn our keep with flipping NASA by doing science, and they'll only provide us with more money if we've done good space science. Got it. But right now, we don't have enough power to do the science. We've got a person, because it requires 1 person. So, I don't know, while Janet's doing that, I don't know what Raoul is doing. He's just doing experiments into how many space donuts can you eat or something. And then the radiator, just check the radiator's fine. The radiator needs science to work? I don't know. And that's the core module. We know about that. The truss doesn't do anything. And then the quarters just has a certain amount of food in it. Presumably, if I just speed up time to get the panels built, just kind of that slowly ticks down. The food will just tick down over time because these guys actually have to eat. That's a certain amount of daily rations, I'm guessing. There we are. Ooh, wait, hang on. Slow down time. Okay, in retrospect, I shouldn't have put them like that because, now potentially one of them blocks the other. But that's fine because now, wait... The sun always on that side? Does that make sense? That the sun always seems to be on a similar sort of side? Okay, so are both of you gathering energy right now? I hope you are. So those are outputting large amounts of energy. Right, that's perfect. Are you also outputting a large amount of energy? You are solar array destroyed? When did that happen? I think we dinged our solar array on something. I don't know, possibly on the... space debris. There was space debris and it was bad. So that's outputting a large amount of power. But I'm guessing, of course, that's going to go wrong whenever the... Oh, I'm upside down. Oh, I am upside down. I'm literally upside down because I'm on the bottom of the Earth right now. Oh, that's so cool. So, presumably I'm going to need money to repair... Oh, I think I got a bit of money from the small amount of science I'm doing from the lab. Got it. And in comes a new person. That's just delivered oxygen. Why are you delivering people? Don't deliver more people. Oh, sorry, you've taken one person away as well, have you? That would make sense, because I think right now there's only... How many people are there on this ship right now? Hang on a flipping minute. Oh no, Janet and Raoul are still there. So where's Alfred sleeping? Oh, we should probably build him a bedroom at some point. If only NASA would give us more flipping money. Okay, and now it's night, or we're kind of hidden behind the... Oh, no, we're not good. The sun's back. Just stay inside to the sun, because right now we don't actually have any, like, flipping batteries. We should probably have a battery, because a battery presumably lets us store power. Yeah, that's only 500 million. That's a good deal, right, flipping there. Because then, presumably, we can store power we're gathering during the day, and then the lab can keep researching stuff overnight. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait. Sometimes, in space. In space, the concept of up and down is confusing. So right now, the lab has got power, and it's got a person. So it's actually doing some good work right now. Got it. Now, you damaged one. Can we start the repairs? Possibly not, because... Screw it, let's just get rid of it. Screw that. Oh, so long. So long, solar panel. We didn't have the money to repair you, so we just kind of got rid. And now the batteries are there. So that is capable of storing up to 100 kilowatt hours. This thing is gathering 15 kilowatt hours of power when active. Presumably kilowatt hours per... I don't know how electricity works. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, I'm noticing next to the O2 level, we're seeing not much. So I should probably sort that out. Can I make something that produces O2? Because if I can, I should probably do that. How do I make myself some O2? I can't. We just have to get O2 delivered. Got it. So in that case, you guys should really probably deliver some more soon. We could do with a top-up, alright? Just get the Ocado order in. We need more digestives, and fresh bottle of milk, and oxygen. Quite a bit of oxygen. We've got enough money for another lab, so I'm going to put another lab on, and we're going to double up the amount of science, which presumably doubles up the amount of money, which hopefully might mean they send up oxygen more commonly. Ooh, there's Britain! Hello, Britain! Hello! That's Ireland too. And then they just... Okay, good. We just got a delivery, and they delivered more oxygen. That there is perfectly good news. And now we go swishing by. But this time we pass Britain during the day. Nice. And then lab is taking damage from overheating. Other things taking damage. Well, we've got a radiator. What more do you flipping want? Do I need more radiators? Because I've got more stuff. Apparently everything's taking damage from overheating. I should probably stick an extra radiator. I'm going to put a radiator over here if I can afford it. Can we afford a radiator? Yes, stick a radiator over here, right next to the solar panel. Now, this is going to make the ship not symmetrical, but it already kind of isn't. Okay, we've got a new radiator going on. Does that mean this is now fine? Yeah, just repair this nice and quick. Okay, just make sure the labs are okay. Now we've got extra radiators. I feel like with more and more labs coming in, what we need is some more power. I'm going to stick an extra truss on the end right here. Yeah, stick a truss here. Okay, get that under construction. While that's happening, let's get some more... Can we fit... Ooh, that was Britain during the day. Nice. Let's just shove an extra, like... solar panel, just like a small one, just a little one over here. We can afford that. Oh yeah, those are really cheap. Let's just stick a bundle of them here. Lovely. Okay, now we're going to have a nice little fan of mini solar arrays on this side of the ship. Maybe I feel like this side of the ship needs to be like the science side, and then the other side of the ship needs to be like the power side, you see. And then actually, you know what we also need? We could do with... Ooh, we could have the living quarters next to each other. Then, if we stick a living quarters, like right here, can we afford that? No, we can't afford that. We'll be able to afford one soon. It'll be fine. Ooh, things are happening and I don't know what they are. But as soon as we've got like a bit more money going on... Hang on, just speed up time here. Lovely. So as soon as we've got all our extra solar panels coming in, then by the time that's done... Oh yeah, we've got the money. We've got the money. Oh, in comes a delivery. Hello. Good. That's our Ocado for the week. Nice. Did they bring the Weetabix? They brought the Weetabix. Job done. More quarters. So, if we put the quarters next to each other, then, like, there's a window here, and then there'll be a window. Yeah, people will be able to wave at each other, like, through space, which will be, well, I think it would be cool. Probably if you're an astronaut and you just live in space, that becomes less cool. Also, can't help but notice I've orientated a couple of my labs differently. Presumably gravity... Wait, hang on. There's no gravity in this thing. But, like... So does it matter that things that orient... How do you sleep in space? Do you just, like, tie yourself down? I guess you have to, I suppose. I'm not sure. If you just stored some boxes outside the space station on a platform, we're travelling at what appears to be, I don't know, hundreds, thousands of miles a minute? I feel like that is a risk. Okay, now we've got some power going on. Lovely. No matter where the sun is, these things can all turn around and everything will be 100% fine. And better, our science meter appears to be doing pretty well as well. I just really like putting it into fast forward mode and then just watching it spin around to the Earth. That just brings me so... Oh, hello! Please tell me you brought someone new. We could do with someone new. We've got Marco Merckx and Jeff Wydo. Great. Did they decide to bring her on? Yes! Yes, it looks like everyone's here. So you just basically magically get 2 people per thing. Now that means we should probably get going on the science. How much power do you need to work? 5. So I think I've got like about 20 all in. So if I just build some extra science like around here, then that's absolutely fine. So just build some now we've got like some science going up and some science going like to the left. Build some science facing backwards, because presumably the way the science is facing changes like the science you can do. So once we've got those built on, we'll have plenty more labs, and then the amount of science will go up, and then the amount of money we get in will come up. And then hopefully there go the radiators, the little flappy radiators, as we start building the new science labs. Perfect. And then, oh dear, hang on. Pause for a second. The labs are overheating. Okay, so basically we also need more radiators, because radiators do, like, stuff. Okay, that's fine. All we need to do now is stick on, like, 1 extra radiator here. That'll probably be fine. Okay, next time, build the radiators before we build more stuff. Maybe just we should, like, build some additional radiators. In fact, actually, over here, let's get some trusses going on, because I wouldn't mind having, if we have trusses going on here, just kind of take some power down this direction. Let's just have some redundant radiators. This over here is like how we do the radiator thing. So there's going to be just like nothing but radiators around here. I'm just going to build redundant radiators now, because we've got plenty of spare money. So having loads of redundant, like, stuff is probably a good idea. Also, let's just extend the trusses down this way as well, so we can build more labs and stuff. Ooh, space. The extremely dizzy frontier. Okay, now we just keep the trusses extending downwards, you see, because what I want is a bunch of solar panels under the ship, so they're all fanning out in different directions. Because as long as they're all fanning out in different directions, then presumably we'll be able to, like, have light and whatever, no matter where the sun is, unless it's, like, hidden behind the Earth, in which case we can't. So maybe just kind of stick by to the sun or something. That's probably for the safest. Okay. That's the 4 people we've got so far. I think we want some kind of really sexy, exciting habitation. So for the people who kind of want to live life on the edge, they can live on the one that's kind of facing down into Earth. So they're kind of sideways. Some people might have a preference for sleeping sideways. Wait, is there even a concept of sideways in space? Like, any way is sideways. So it doesn't actually matter which... Are you guys supposed to be covered in ice? Is that supposed to be happening? No matter, I think it melted. Wait, is there water in space? I don't know if that was ice or a visual glitch. It could have been either. Right, now that truss is extended. Okay, now I've got plans, which is now we can have massive great solar arrays. Yeah, massive great solar arrays round here. And right next to them, one like battery to make sure we catch all that bonus power. Do you think astronauts ever just like get actually bored of like watching the Earth rotate beneath them? Or do you think it just like remains constantly alien and weird and wonderful to them? Well, to them. Like, I'm assuming astronauts like that sort of thing. Like, I wouldn't. I'd be bloody terrified. I don't even like flying in normal planes. I'm not even that keen on airports. So I probably wouldn't be good as an astronaut. But I wonder if astronauts just continue to like space. Or if, like, space just becomes mundane. Like, for them, getting out of their little pod and going to the lab and doing space experiments and spacewalks just becomes routine, becomes a boring part of their day. And they just start wondering how long it's going to be before they can kind of go to their space cabin and watch YouTube videos at the end of the day. And here we go, my brand new kind of southern, well, okay, there's definitely not a south when you're circling the Earth, alright? My kind of special panels at the bottom. So we've got the big panels at the top up there, and then we've got these two down here, right? And then we've got these little ones. down kind of there. So now we should have like loads of power. Yeah, the game's saying we've got loads of power right now. And that should mean, together with all these flipping radiators I built for, emergency redundant cooling or whatever, we should be fine to build like all of the labs right here. Because now we've got like loads of people and we've got loads of money, so we can build all these labs down here. Yeah, that's right. Though obviously don't build a lab here because that might theoretically kind of block off the space the shuttle's supposed to arrive in. So maybe just build just like a handful of labs down here. Nice. Okay, I've got a question, which is wait, who's that? Is that Ariadna Dockett and Ella someone? They live down here. If I actually eject, like, a truss that's got, like, life support that's got people in it, what happens to the people in the population? And also, I'm guessing NASA's not going to be thrilled, but I'm just kind of curious. Yep, oh! We're following them! Where's the spaceship gone? Oh, that's exploded. There's, hang on, now we can see who they are. That was Ella Grayson and Ariadne Dockett. Ariadne Dockett. That's a good name. So, they're just gone. So the camera's following the bit I ejected, because it had people in it. I don't know where the spaceship is. I wonder if I wait long enough, is it going to come around? I'm kind of curious whether it's now going to come around and I can catch back up with the spaceship. I don't know. I mean, the game is called Stable Orbit, which would imply that there would be a stable orbit. And thus, potentially, that, like, the ship just goes, like, in the regular circle. Meaning, given enough time, given the ship just wandered off in that direction, it might actually be back. I'm going to kind of watch the skies for it. We're going to see if we can find the darn thing. I like that we are actually going slower now, by the way. And, oh dear, there's a lack of... Everyone's suffering from a lack of oxygen. Because... Ooh, is that because I'm now following... This, oh, everyone suffocated. No, I read that as suffered, but no, they suffocated, which is worse. Yeah, I don't know where the ship is. The ship's somewhere around here, I guess. Or possibly it's fallen out of the sky because I got rid of all the people. Never mind, I think there's a wind back time function in this game, which is very bloody useful. There we are, we're back with the ship. Lovely. I think actually, before I built this bit over here, in fact. Nice. Now this raises an interesting question, which is if I jettison like half and half, which does the game think is the ship I ought to be following? So like, if I decide to get rid of this bit right here, oh, that bit's just gone, oh, it's gone spinning off. Lovely. So now as a result of that, well actually, we probably don't have enough power and cooling at this point. Okay, well that's fine because that bit didn't have the people in it. What happens if I say... Ooh, this is a big question. What if I say... Oh, they're sending up more people to replace the ones we just murdered? Good. What if I say this bit over here? Because this bit over here is pretty, like, crucial. Like, this bit over here's got people and all the labs. So which is the bit the game's going to say remains the ship? Because I would normally say it's going to be this half because that's where the core module is. But we just saw the game sometimes makes odd decisions about what is and isn't the ship. And eject! No, we've just lost that bit as well. On this occasion, the game has decided to actually stay with the core module. Beautiful. I may have just accidentally stumbled across a bit of a glitch there. Never mind. We should probably rewind time because I've just destroyed most of the International John Station. I've got bad news for the people I've just murdered, which is... As it turns out, you can't actually rewind time. That function just lets you revert to an earlier point and run theoretical experiments. Actually, when you come out of the theoretical mode, yeah, you're back to the original ship. So I have actually just murdered everyone. So NASA is not going to be pleased about this. I feel like they're going to have really stern words with me the next time they send... I mean, the next time they send it the shuttle, they're not just going to send the digestives. They're going to send a really angrily worded letter as well. And as the sun sets, all the Earth sets, or the ship sets, I'm not really sure how it works in space, that's actually pretty much all there is to Stable Orbit for now. This is very, very early access game. This is a type of game that, for the most part, I've never really had much interest in, which is... It's more of like a really beautiful interactive wallpaper, if you like. The sort of thing that Mountain was. But Mountain I never understood. I didn't get Mountain. But this is just my sort of thing. I just find it very... relaxing. I just kind of just like watching the ship just kind of go around the Earth and just kind of watching the Earth be lit up below and the sky turning above. There's no real challenge to it because money just kind of comes in anyway. You can just build as much as you want. You can just speed up time to have things built. Just as long as you build like enough power and then enough labs and enough cooling to keep them all working, and then shove on extra living quarters every time that you actually want to expand. There's basically no real challenge. You just kind of, build a space station as big as you want and watch it go around the Earth. But yet, I didn't really kind of play it for the challenge. I just kind of played it because I like the look of it. I just like the idea of just watching a spaceship spinning around the Earth. I just find it, ooh. I think we're being haunted by the spirit of Tina Wu. Oh dear, well that's no good at all. Definitely think a lot of people will probably look at this and think this needs a lot more work before they'd be interested in it. But I think for a small number of people who do just like relaxing games that are just about, observing, enjoying, feeling a bit chill out, it's quite nice. It's just a nice little time saver. I've seen many, many worse games. It's definitely not going to be for everyone, but I just find it pretty relaxing. So yes, this is Staple Orbit, and I've had a rather lovely time with it. It's been very, very relaxing. Right up to the point where I went space mad and murdered everyone, and I'm sure NASA's going to be very, very annoyed at that. So maybe, in fact, I'll have a look at other kind of relaxing sort of games. Maybe, in fact, I'll even give Mount another go. Maybe I didn't give that a fair try. We'll see. So maybe more of this sort of thing at some point in the future, ladies and gentlemen. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has just been the very relaxing little experiment of Staple Orbit. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Oh, cannibalism. Good. That's a useful thing. Good news, guys. Unless he rolls dreadfully, he should be safe. And that was a pretty dreadful roll. And now the ship doesn't explode. Yay! Not explode. Not explode. Not explode. We're running out of dice again. I wonder if there's any morphine left.